This is my container home being delivered from a truck out of Miami up into Alabama, and this is the crane setting it on its foundation. Today in this video, I'm going to take you on a tour inside my 40-foot high cube container house and just try to talk about the pros and cons of having a builder and all that type of jazz and what went wrong, what went right. So they dropped the container on the foundation. That's the container right there. That's before we did any work on it. As you can see, put a new window here, added some things. We're going to talk about it. Let's go inside first. Before we go inside, I want you guys to notice this window here outside. I'm going to be talking about that here in a couple seconds. So hopefully this video helps you, gives you some ideas on building your container house, save you some money, time, and headache. You don't have to go through the stuff I went through. Excuse some of the mess here. I live in this house, so you know I got things in it. I hate to tell you that, but we gonna roll with it. This is the container house before me and my father did the rehab. This is the bedroom. We tore the floors out, tore out the baseboards. Still got to get the baseboards in. You can see I put this window to the right in. This window in front of us was already in. That window does not open, so I'm going to take it out. That's why it's marked, and that's why that window was sitting out on the front porch, because that's where I'm going to get ready to cut it at, put some angle iron up, and slap that baby in here shortly. So this is the bedroom. This is a one-bedroom 40-foot high cube shipping container house, about 350 square feet. Like I said, excuse the clutter. I do live here, still in construction phase. We still got some things we got to get done. You can see I'm still working on that drywall, and I hate drywall, so it's taking me a long time because I hate the dust. I hate doing it, but I'm gonna do it because I want to save a couple dollars. So that's the window I put in to get that light. It's great. I mean, I love it at night, looking out at the moon. You can't ask for nothing more. This is the kitchen before. This is us going into the kitchen now, and I chose to have a full kitchen. These are IKEA cabinets. I put the IKEA countertops on here, but I wanted a full kitchen like a regular house and a washer and dryer. I wanted everything big. I'm sorry, I'm a Maru Khan, you know, and I wanted full size everything. I didn't want to go with the European, you know, small. I'm sorry, no hating to the Eurocentric style, but I'm gonna do it the way I want to do it. And guess what? You need to do it the way you want to do it because it's your damn house. You understand? It's your money. I put the water tank underneath the countertop. That's a scratch and dent from Lowe's. If you're doing solar like me, I'm off grid on the power. You may want to think about, is electric going to work for you, especially if you have two people. It's going to be a lot more, you know, usage. Showing some of the plumbing here. I just put inline vents underneath the sink, but I got a regular full sink, fire extinguisher, safety first. You know, just showing you guys I got, you know, I have space. You know, this is what I want. I chose a full kitchen over living room with a couch because to me, the outside, the patio is the living area. You know, some of that wall still marked because I was marking for the cabinets, and I'm gonna put a backsplash up there. I'm gonna put some of those nice under cabinet lights there. Just I'm gonna do a couple things. So we still working on that. Still gotta adjust those cabinets a little bit. Still trying to figure out if I want to put some door handles on there, but you know it's working good. I love it. I got, you know, regular faucet, pull down faucet. You know, I got all the amenities you could ever ask for. You know, and more. Full size stove. You know, gas, and we got the full size refrigerator. So it's really up to you. Do you want a full kitchen, or do you want a living room, or do you want to wash? These are the decisions you have to make when you have limited space in a container house. And I don't regret my decisions. I love this window here. I think it's great. This is the video footage of the patio door before I put the steel around the patio. When it rained, the water used to come into the door because it was not sealed. He just, the builder just did a terrible job building this house. That's why we had to tear up all the floors, because he just put mortar on top of whatever the wood there, didn't put no underlayment. So we tore everything up, put the new floors. I put that, you'll see the metal. You probably already saw when we walked in the house, that metal covering around the window, because he just put this wood, and it's just tacky, just tacky. You can see the water damage. It's just tacky. My recommendation is just build your own container house. Unless you But if you find a builder that's going to do it right, you're going to spend a ton of money. So you got to balance and weigh your options. So I want to show that water issue because right here I'm going to show you how I fixed the issue. Just reframed it, put this steel, went to the steel place, cut the steel, put it out, pitched it out, sort of like a gutter, you know what I mean? Put some plywood in there, put some foam. Haven't had any issues, any water getting in since I did this. So things you have to consider. Right here, I'm going to put a little bar table and 2 bar stools so I can sit and look out the window and look at the bees and the birds and nature while I eat and charge my phone, I guess. So no, I'm really gonna do that. But yeah, so that's what that's there for. That's what I was showing you. This whole wall, we had to tear this out too because this was made with a 2x3 wall. You can't fit a 2-inch pipe in there to run the drain for your laundry center because I'm not going to the laundry center. I want to be able to do my laundry at the house, and I drilled the laundry vent to go up through the floor for it to exhaust out. So this is the footage of us tearing out the wall, tearing it all the way down. You can see into the bathroom because, like I said, I did not like it was the way it was done. This wall was framed with 2x3 wood. You cannot fit a 4-inch pipe in a 2x3 wall. So we made it a 2x4 wall, a normal wall, so we could fit the plumbing inside of the wall so I could have a washer and dryer and not have to go to L Laundromat. That's still some of the water I was talking about earlier that was getting in from the poorly installed patio door. So a lot of mistakes that had to be corrected here. Very disappointing, but that's a gamble. That's the gamble you take when you deal with people off the internet that really don't have no sense. But it's all good. So this is halfway through. You see, we got it framed up. In the back, you can see there where I cut out and took out the window because I'm gonna put a real opening window there. Starting to run some of the plumbing. That's the I'm cutting a hole. I'll talk about the shower later. But see, this is we getting there. Progress, progress, progress. I just want to see you guys. I want you guys to see in between. This is me starting to run all the plumbing, all the new plumbing. If you go back to the first part of this video, you can see where when I showed the picture on the truck, he had the plumbing coming out the side of the house. No, I wanted it underneath the house. This is the bathroom when I bought the container. No bueno. So this is me doing some work on it, looking at how I was going to design the plumbing. And as I was tearing out the old plumbing, doing the designing for the old plumbing, I realized he put no waterproof underneath these tiles either. So we ripped all these tiles up too and put new tiles, even though they look exactly the same. It's hard to, distinguish the difference. That's the new window. That's the new flooring. That's me about to cut out the window for the kitchen. I already showed you the after, so that was the before. And this is just, it coming together in due time. You can see this is when in the midst of me putting the other window in, the framing, and just showing, what the upgrades we had to make, man. I want to get this right. I want to get this right for me and for the future. So yeah, this is what we got to do, and I like the light. So that's how we living. We living good, man. We living good. So let's go into the last clip here of the bathroom, and we're gonna talk about what I did after. So this is how I'm living now with the bathroom. This is you still got to do some drywall, still got to do some painting, but we put a light. There was no light over here, so we upgraded electrical, put a light under the vanity so you can actually see yourself when you're looking in the mirror. I do not like my plumbing on the exterior wall, so I had to move the shower valve. I'm going to show you that in a second here. So I moved the shower valve over here because your plumbing shouldn't really be on your outside wall, and that's, of course, how the builder did it. So thank God he bought this tile at Home Depot, and I found it, so I will be able to cut the valve out and cut that tile out at some point. I haven't done it because it's very precision work, and I'm a little nervous, but I'll get to it. So this is the bathroom after, man. This is how we looking. Got the vanity in there. We tore up all the tile. That's the wall cut up for me putting the new shower valve in there. Tore up all the tile, put some new tile in there that was similar. Just some gray tile, put the toilet in there. Got the new window in there that we can actually open and get some real light in, and enjoy. Still got to sand and get that sheetrock totally right. But, man, this is it, man. This is inside my 20-foot container home. I don't really have any regrets. And hopefully this video will get you in a position where when you build your 20-foot container, you won't have any regrets either, man. Catch me on the next video. I'm gone. Peace, partner.